What's up, y'all? It's me, Tasha C, and in this particular video, we're doing Married to Medicine Season 2 episode we'll put in the description box. Like I said, shout out to my YouTube fan, my old and new subscribers, and if you're not a subscriber, click the description bar below, like and share this video, and let's get into it. This, as we know, half the darn season's almost over with, right? We ain't gonna do no Real Housewife Atlanta, right? But we're getting the better episodes now. And, we got Mariah picking up where it left off, where she's talking about Mariah's just, quads for shows and all this other stuff. And she got her two sidekicks, which is her mama and her sister, right? And, Quad wants to know, like, okay, because she told somebody, okay, excuse me, I think it was Dr. Heaven and stuff, right? And Mariah's talking something, Quad just like, I just want the truth, and eventually just turned out, whereas Mariah's ass kind of left, and you got Lucy and Lake and whatever, Pond, whatever her name is, talking to Quad like, okay, well, you never knew a friend or blah blah, this and the truth. And she's like, oh, I do just want the truth, that was all I will accept, and blah blah blah. And then they left, being a sidekick. How the hell is your family member sidekicks like that, or your entourage like that? Okay, but anyways, she ends up leaving, and yeah, so it really was nothing that really had went down. So one of the next aftermath we got talking about, we got her talking to her husband after their first argument. I mean, we even seen him cursing and stuff. We got Quad's husband talking about, don't fall for that shit. She even trying to warn about Lucy and stuff. And how Lucy, do you want to get tacked? How Lucy ain't done the joke or whatever. And she gonna hit you with the purse, stuff like that. Do you really want to mess with her? I mean, and Quad is just like, basically like this. Ain't nobody gonna punk me or whatever. It's all about standing my grounds. She disrespected me. She crossed the line. And if anything, she really owes me, basically like an apology type of thing. I don't know if she asked for an apology, but just like basically she wants the truth. And that's that. And, with Mariah, thinking like she's supposed to make people red. But let's get into that scene. Now, one of the scenes, like I said, I'm not going to go through everything this episode. But one of the scenes was Dr. Heavenly decides to go, she visit Mariah. She actually knew her for a couple years, anyway as well. That Quaid stuff. And we're going to see, she got a little balloon, got a little gift card bag, whatever, right? She's going to see, and oh my gosh, Mariah's husband, I swear. I mean, he looked like, how sometimes they have those wax figures and they have the eyes closed. I forgot, but it's something that he just didn't look like himself. His eyes is just sitting here swole. I mean, for us to know he was awake or, stuff like that, he had to move his hand, because I did not know, because that's just how his face just looked. It just didn't look right, y'all. And I'm just like, I had to shake my head, because I'm like, Mariah's sitting here doing this during, man, and he got allergic reaction, sitting here just look like he, if he wanted to play a movie and roll him a scary movie, he didn't need no makeup. You get what I'm saying? And that was just too much. That man's probably all this pain, everything else, just discombobulated, and she just worried about him looking like Disney's Aladdin. And still, you gotta wait for the hair to grow, so you did all that for what? Okay. So, they went to go talk, and you got, Lucy, as I'm gonna say, like a loose cigarette Lucy, I'm gonna call her, and Lake Pond, whatever, really Lucy's, and they're talking about the incident. And then Mariah does admit that she feels like she did tell her that, that she gave her a platform and stuff like that. And she basically got her, she lowered herself for so many levels down to the core. And everything else, basically, that she lowered herself to be Mariah. You got Lucy's sitting up there talking about, yeah, this and this. And wait, we'll get to her in a minute, okay? Because Lucy's got some else going on in her life, too, okay? So then she got the nerve to sit here and talk about, she even taught Quad to be a better wife, or how to be a wife and everything. So Dr. Heavenly, how she usually tries to kind of play cool. So even the confessionals, even her face, even in the house, she just like, really? Kind of, that type of thing. So she's still letting them, talk or whatever. And then she just like, you have to, I think was trying to see both sides of everything. And Lucy decides to put her thing in about, well, you part of the devil, or you found the devil's lead, or something like that. So, one of those, it's the devil moments or something, right? So, anyways, you remember Dr. Heavenly was just sitting here like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? You know what I mean? So, she sits here and basically you could tell she had left like, okay, she's seen the side of Mariah that lets her realize maybe, you know, like Quad is right type of thing, because Mariah is sitting here and thinking she's above beyond people. And you got Lucy sitting here like, well, you with the devil and and all this stuff, right? Whatever. So Dr. Heavenly ends up leaving, but you could tell, look, she just was looking at look at Miss Mariah like she's sideways and shit going out the door. And another darn scene. Well, Lisa Nicole wasn't really in this episode like active, but of course, another scene was Dr. Simone decides to bring Dr. Jackie with a fake doll because she's, you know, basically since she wants a baby, we're gonna give you the real reality. So she, you know, even when she gave Jackie the doll, she sent him the chair. She like this, just like, I'm going to treat the child because it's not real and stuff like that. And that's what the hell happened, okay? Child crying, everything. She put him to see singing some darn songs, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and all the stuff. Then it had a later scene where it was showing like, I just had performed 2 C-sections. I had a 34-hour labor and stuff like that. I've been sleeping 7 days straight and stuff like that. And then you hear that music playing where, you know, you hear like, you know, when you're making a big life decision or something like one of those MTV shit series or something. And then all of a sudden you hear this cry in the background because she was just so tired. She's happy. The red lights off. And then she forgot even the baby, what is his name, Jackson, was sitting in the car. So, yeah. So, anyways, you know, Mariah wants to plan out a bit to help out with relationships at dinner. And after she discovers Mariah's, you know, real response, she ain't thinking about inviting Miss Mariah, yes, to the damn thing, right? So she's having fit and she wants people to focus on relationship. We see Quad and we see them 2 dogs, and she's sitting here thinking like, you know, they ain't looking right. They ain't, you know, ain't got they you know, things are just sagging and stuff like that. And they supposed to represent her, you know, dog to Coraline. And yeah, I said it wrong. But and you know, even the dog sitting, she trying to put on the treadmill. They're like, we about to get some damn dog business. Forget you, woman. That's all they want. So she, you know, she was saying about how her body is naturally, you know, taken care of. It wasn't bought. So she kind of threw a little at both Heavenly and Mariah, you know, which Mariah admitted that she had some snicking tough. I don't know Heavenly has done that. So they call her to Vitamin, and she lets them know that Dr. Heavenly states that Mariah is not invited. So anyways, y'all, we see a later scene about Tacky Toy, as you like to call it, is talking to her husband. I guess she's getting ready to go on to this dinner party, right? And she's sitting here. They're still talking about this house. You know, they're talking about some armed truck robbed some people at the BP gas station, some stuff, and he talking about that's some Philly stuff, and that's Detroit stuff. And I'm like this, you know, well, I know some Detroit stuff. I ain't from Philly, never been to Philly yet, but I'm just saying that sounds like Detroit. Anyway, so she's basically talking about the neighborhood. She's ready to move and stuff, but she's saying the problem is they put $50,000 down. But the laws are trying to decide, like, to see how much money he has and stuff like that. And because he already doctored, then he got this other medical side business. I think it's like supplies. Or I forgot what she said, but he's making money there too. But that's really the holdup of why they're still in this house that they don't want to be at. Okay, and not they dream home. Okay, so yeah, because I really want to go straight into the dinner or dinner disaster. Okay, so anyways. We go and everyone's invited, everyone's coming in. I know Nicole and Simone and Jackie come together. I forgot, it was Lisa Nicole, but you know, I know that's both her names. So they come in there, and obviously Quad, you know, comes herself and stuff. So they're getting ready, they sit down, and you know, they edit, you know, some parts. And they get ready to talk, and here's Dr. Heavenly, you know, saying about bringing up all of them damn near, but not bringing the names, because it's all about her feeling that women should be submissive to their husbands, and she doesn't feel they're not. So she up here talking about how some women should be happy that they got, you know, married to medicine, literally, or something like that. You know, some just spend all their man's money, and then they point to Toya, and they talking about happy to be married, they talking Quad, and then they talking about not being respected, men up take their last name, and they do a close-up shout out while I think Lisa Nicole was chewing on some spinach or something, but you get what I'm saying. The point is, and about not cook everything else, and you know, Quad at first it kind of, well, who the heck you talking about? Because, you know, at first, by the way, I forgot to mention that they did ask where Mariah was. And, you know, she was just like, due to circumstances, she just doesn't want any drama and everything. But it didn't matter because Heavenly supplied it all. So, you know, Quiet's even checking like, you know, I've been married for a year, so are you trying to come after me and stuff like that? And she's like, no. No, you know, you should be happy that you're married, Madison, but he should be happy that he has you. Okay, so that's the point we're getting right now, right? So she's trying to clear it up, and Quiet, you can see, he's irritated. Then, later on, you got her talking about Toya, like basically, she's putting her on blast about her, whatever's going on with her houses and stuff, right? She's sitting here talking about some, you know, I used to be a realtor. I had my real estate license, and I had a mortgage company or whatever, you know, then also have a dentist office right next door. And I just want to say that something else has to be wrong somewhere, that you still would have to wait that long just to get, you know, get the house. And Toy just like, huh? And, you know, I'm like, huh? Then, you know, she bringing up even about women who don't cook and stuff. Dr. Simone, Dr. Jackie, not women that cook with her. Not every, you know, every person, you know, have to sit there and cook with her. I'm just saying, she's trying to say, you know, she was basically pointing out all the girls and what they should be working on to save their marriage. But you know, she also pointed out how much money she has, her and her husband, or how much either the house was, but whatever. But she basically let you know, I gets money, basically. Okay. Yeah, that's how she reminds me when people just be. So anyways, one of the other things that was brought up before I get into the part where Quad actually is a breaking down, and, you know, with Simone with that statement. Now, when they were talking about actually the sex part, and it was one of those little scenes that they kind of had in between the commercials. And, you know, we already know Simone is such, like, one of those people, you know, even Lisa Nicole's like, you know, what about going down? Because she didn't know, they just make suggestions, you know, just have the food covered over your toys talking about and let him lick it off and everything else and other suggestions. And Simone is like this. I'm an uptime girl. I think lips are only made for kissing and stuff like that, right? And then, you know, we got Dr. Jackie kind of like, you know, whatever the husband prefers, you know, is what goes on. And then we got, oh my gosh, we got had Dr. Simone talking about, so I don't know what's going down there, that's confused or whatever the case is, but when she said when her husband basically goes and makes some trips downtown and, you know, goes around the whole park or whatever, you know, and she says she does not like when he tries to kiss her, the smell, and I'm thinking it's from your own pussy. What's wrong with your, what, you said you don't like the smell, something just off, and then I think somebody Google, because, you know, Quad is talking about, you know, basically get peppermint potpourri for your cooch and shit, whatever they'll talk about, and Toy, it was a certain thing that you can use to get a nice fresh, you know, like, it's like Febreze for the pussy. That's pretty much what the hell we were getting from, right? So, she, yeah, that was like, what the hell is this going on? So anyway, y'all, we go down to the one of the scenes where Simone suggests a couples trip, and, you know, everybody goes, and she's basically trying to get Quad to go, and the Quad is like, if y'all really good friends, even if it's meant to end, if it was really some type of true friendship, you should be able to go ahead and like, you know, talk to her, you know, for closure or stuff. At least trying to get a settle if y'all able to talk. Well, I was like, yeah, she ain't trying to hear what I'm saying, blah, blah, blah. Then Simone start crying like, you know, I'm sick and tired of this. You just gonna keep hurting and stuff like that, blase, blase. And you got Quad has to walk off in the room crying. And I think Simone was somewhere crying. But, you know, Jackie comes console Quad and stuff. And everybody else looking like, what the hell just happened? I think that's what occurred, right? And, you know, Quad's just like, she's just been put through so much or whatever. And, you know, she's just upset, but, you know, I think, was it Lisa Nicole or was it Dr. Heavenly that asked Simone, like, well, why, quote, why, you know, it's a situation, like, she known Mariah for 10 years, and, she just been, you know, and she just figures, like, with her and Quad's situation, I guess, like, for them to have a friendship and then just be overturned over some whack stuff, they should be able to be grown women or something like that, whatever, to, you know, get together. Something along the line, she said. Was I correct? I don't know. But, yeah, so it pretty much ends where I guess everybody calms down, but it really wasn't too much after that, and then we just kind of go from the next episode, from Mariah, from Straining Order and all. Well, sorry y'all didn't go through the whole, episode recap, but I just like went through the highlights of the episode. I mean, overall it was a good episode, but you know, it was just, you know, focusing on that. But anyway, y'all have a pleasant week, pleasant night, pleasant weekend. I definitely see y'all in the next episode. Bye bye.